Hi everybody. Let's see who's in here. Natural born Aries. Hi. June O'Brien is in here. Hi June. Good day everyone. She said, "What a wonderful day it is." And Jet Shelley said, "Good afternoon, beautiful Shakira's fair. I really miss your videos." Hi everybody. I'm gonna make sure that this thing is actually showing properly on YouTube. There's about 9 people in here. Taylor 19 says finally. And Andrea says good day. A long time. Yeah, it's been a long time. I haven't gone live in so long. And we have a lot to talk about today. So I forgot to pull this stuff up first. But let me do it now. I was sick with COVID and I had school. So yeah, that's why I didn't go on live. So what do you guys want to talk about first? Do you guys want to talk about Roe versus Wade? Do you guys want to talk about some of the Met Gala looks? Um, and what else? Or Toby's case. We can talk about that too. Because I promised people on Instagram when that case first came up that I was gonna go live and talk about it. And I never did because I got COVID and got sick. Huh? It hasn't been a month, babe. I was uploading. No. I was still uploading, but not as often, and I wasn't going live like I normally do. Um, Judge Shelley, thank you. Thank you for your super sticker. I appreciate it a lot. Yes. And I forgot I can put this up on the screen. So Vincent looking beautiful. Oh, thank you. I tried a little bit today. Courtney Miller said roll first. Roll first. Taylor 19 says Toby. And Taylor 19 say I gotta run. Have a good day to you. Natural says good afternoon. Anita says roll. Everybody's saying Roe. So Roe beats everything. And I really want to, before I even go in the Roe versus Wade anything, I actually want to read this article from the New York Post because I feel like it gives you a synopsis of what's gonna happen if they actually remove Roe versus Wade, and it breaks it down by certain states. So, and the article is titled When Abortion Could Be Banned Without Roe versus Wade, and it's from the NY Times, and it was published May 3rd, 2022. So it says Kentucky, Louisiana, Oklahoma, and South Dakota, the bans would take effect immediately in those states. So if this actually goes through in Congress, Kentucky, Louisiana, Oklahoma, and South Dakota, abortions would be illegal immediately in those states. Michigan and Wisconsin have publicly stated their support for abortion rights and had vetoed the anti abortion bill in April. So if you live in Michigan or Wisconsin, be prepared. West Virginia, the pre-Roe ban on abortion would likely take in an effect, but in Arizona, the government, Doug Ducey, has said that the recent ban on abortion after 15 weeks would take precedence. So, if you're in Arizona, you can only have an abortion up to 15 weeks is what he is saying in his state, and that would take precedence in Arizona. Alabama would probably seek to enforce a total ban on abortion, passed in 2019 instead. And one thing I have to say is these down south states, if you live in these down south states and you live in wild, and this is something that you do, then be prepared because they're not playing. North Carolina had a pre-Roe ban that was modified in 1960. Legal experts in that state said a 20-week ban passed in 2015, but currently unenforceable would take precedence. So in North Carolina, it would be a 20-week ban that would take precedence. Indiana and West Virginia's 22-week ban, for example, are in effect. And that would also take precedent if they go to Roe versus Wade, they overrule it. Montana and Florida, the highest courts have previously recognized the right to abortion under each state's constitution. Despite this, Florida recently approved, this is recent, approved a 15-week ban on abortion, which would take effect on July 1st of this year. So even if they overruled the whole Roe versus Wade and all the other states would follow their own procedure, here in Florida that I live, the 15-week ban is already in effect. They already signed the paper. So if you cannot get an abortion in Florida if you're past 15 weeks come July 1st. And Florida is the state for crazies. I live here, so I live here now, so I can say that. But yeah, it is the state for craziness to happen. But I will say before I even go into this, I'm in support of Black women and whatever they want to do with their body. I feel like women in general should have a right to choose what's best for them and what's not good for them. And the fact they want to overrule this piece of legislation, I don't know what their motives are. A lot of people are saying it because what the palm people birth rate is falling, and they want to make sure they maintain their majority in society, and that's why they're doing this. But whatever the reason why they're doing it, I feel like people need to be prepared and people need to actually know what they're doing. And I'm talking from a Black woman's perspective. We need to be way more responsible with the things that we do, especially when it comes on to having children. In a lot of states, contraceptive is free. And in a lot of states, contraceptives is affordable. So it's your duty as a woman, whether you're Black or white, to take the necessary precautions in not having children that you're not prepared for, you're not ready for, and you're going to put them in a situation where they're living in poverty. Aside from that, they are organizing a protest for Mother's Day, and Mother's Day is actually on Sunday. And this is what the protest is going to be. So on Mother's Day, there's going to be a strike, and it's both entailing white and Black women. And it's going to be no work, no school, no housework, no taking care of kids, no buying anything, and no sex. So they're organizing
What's that?
It's the protest that they're putting
No,
together.
no taking care of kids.
No
No
taking,
sex.
no sex,
For
no
what?
buying nothing, no housework, no cleaning, no nothing.
For what?
Because of this Roe versus Wade thing.
We didn't do nothing. I didn't do nothing. Yo, that's tragic.
And I'm in all of support of whoever want to take steps and protest, but I will say I'm indifferent to this protest just because I'm a black woman. And the only reason why this protest is happening is because white women feel like their rights are being infringed upon. And when we feel like our rights are infringed upon, they're radio silent most of the times. They don't say anything. So I'm indifferent to the fact that I already have two children, not planning on having any children anytime soon or in the near future at all. I'm good with my two. I'm on contraceptive and I feel like I'm a responsible adult. So I'm indifferent to this protest because what they're protesting for, if they do get through with their protest, then all the benefits are going to go to white women. And we've seen it time and time again when we participate in protests as black women or black people in general. A lot of the benefits go to other groups and we are left in dust. So that's why I'm kind of indifferent to this protest, but I'm in support of whatever a woman wants to do. If the woman wants to protest and not do anything, I'm here for it. And if you don't want to protest, I'm here for it also. Um, so they're organizing that protest and they're actually setting it up as we speak. If you go on social media, especially like TikTok and stuff, you will definitely see like where the women are going to be, what they're planning on doing on Sunday, because they're not going to be doing anything and they're not going to be participating in anything. And they're just asking women to come together because they feel like the whole overturning of Roe versus Wade is wrong. So I wish them all the luck and I hope they get everything that they set out for. But I'm in a place now where I feel like if something is not going to be beneficial to my group of people, then I feel like it's my time to like sit it out. So black women have one of the highest mortality rates in the United States. We die constantly when we're having children. And if this is not something that they're protesting and trying to put into legislation, that we actually get more care. Doctors don't see our pain any differently than they see a white woman. We get maternity leave, whether that be black, white, yellow, or indifferent. They don't have universal child care. Moms don't have any support when it comes on to mental health after you have a children to a certain extent. I think you can only get help up to I think 6 or 8 months. Um, so if if certain things are not going to be put in place for my people, then I feel like you guys can do what you want. When you guys are going to talk about something that's directly going to benefit my people, then I will take myself up and I will join. But otherwise, from that, I'm just here watching. And I'm in support of any woman that want to do the protest. I'm not saying anything is wrong with it. But for me personally, I won't be taking part. Um, and also, on the next hand with this, I feel like black women need to be very, very careful when participating in stuff like this. Because in the grand scheme of things, if they do overturn Roe versus Wade and you're in a state as a black woman and you're doing an illegal abortion, you know they're going to hit you with the books. Whereas a white person would get away with a slap on the wrist. So if you're in certain state and you know that your governor and the people in high places are in support of this ban, then you need to put measures into place from now. I see a lot of women saying they're moving out of certain states and they're preparing. And what they're doing is they're buying their emergency contraceptives and they're stacking them up and making sure that they have enough. Because if this go through, emergency contraceptives are going to get scarce, especially in these states that are banning it outright, meaning they're banning it. You can't get an abortion at all in that state. Make sure you have your emergency contraceptives if you're in those states. Make sure you go to your OBGYN, you get a checkup, you get your mammogram, and you go on birth control. There's plenty of birth controls out there. I know birth controls come with a lot of side effects, but it's either that or you go to jail or you have a child that you are not prepared to have. So get your birth control, get your emergency contraceptives. If you're in states that feel like they're going to ban this outright, I won't be participating. I have my two lovely kids sleeping, and I documented my whole experience getting on Implanon, the insertion, side effects, all of that on my channel. You guys see it there. I'm very pro contraceptives and pro family planning. This is why we have these things. Plan ahead, and it's our responsibility, especially as women, to be responsible. One thing that really ticks me off is why aren't they putting in legislation like if you have a certain amount of kids and you don't take care of them, you need to get a vasectomy. Like that would be a nice added legislation. But instead, they want to control woman body. Like, I don't understand it. I don't get it. But they're going to do what they want to do. So you have to take the necessary precautions and keep yourself safe. What else did I'm glad I actually have notes because I made sure I did some research and put some stuff together before I did this. If you have period tracking apps on your phone, like Flow and other period apps, please make sure that if you're in these states, you delete them. They're selling your information. And I didn't know anything about this until I seen someone posted it today, that certain period tracking apps sell your period information. So, Lordy Lord. And not only women are going to be affected by this, because men are going to be affected too. Because the whole hookup culture, the whole sneaky link culture is about to be dead. Okay? Dead. Because from what I've been seeing on social media, women now are preferring to stay single, and they're staying single and abstaining from sex, period. So the whole sneaky link hookup culture, if this goes through, is not going to only affect women, it's also going to affect men, because these men are about to start having kids that they're not ready for and that they didn't plan for either, and kids that they can't get rid of. So take with that the information that you will, because let me put some of these comments up in the say Delilah said, I'm in DC and they're going crazy. I can only imagine. Daycare is so expensive. Yes, it is. And they're not putting anything like that in the legislation, which is why I feel like it's kind of pointless, really. And I ain't doing no protest. Sorry. Naturalin Born Aries says, exactly so true, from Jet Shelley. Norma Nelson, Makar alias Roe versus Wade, and Taylor 19 say, I don't mind, just send me a dude from Jamaica. I saw. Anita says, exactly. And Marjorie Rose said, if taxpayers are paying for the abortions, I'm with the Republicans. A lot of abortion centers are privately funded, like Planned Parenthood, the state. A lot of them don't provide any funding where abortions are concerned. So taxpayers don't really pay when it comes on to that. And stuff like oh, I'm so happy I remember this. Stuff like Plan B, if you're living that lifestyle, you need to stock up because it's about to be scarce. Not only that, a good thing to note is that Plan B, I think if you're over 40 or 50 pounds, it do not work. And I didn't know this because I never read the fine print on Plan Bs or any of that. So if you're over 140 or 150, know that Plan B is not going to work for you. The chance of you still getting pregnant is still 99.9999%. And this is something that I'm just now learning. So I thought I'll share that information with you guys. Delia say, yes, these men have kids all over the place and that they can't afford. Yes, get rid of Tinder, foolishness. Oh, all the people that were upon all these hookup apps, and it's all about to be a dub. Delia said, child support court is about to be lit. I can only imagine. Because there's nothing set up in place for these kids. The foster care system is already full. So where are they going to put these kids that these people don't want? Someone says, Kim E said, we're only wanted when the modern European needs us. I'm out too. To each his own, but abortion should not be used as birth control. And I agree completely. They like to use our voice and they like to bolster their numbers when it comes on to certain stuff. And they like to use black bodies for those numbers. And quite frankly, I'm not into it. I'm not supporting it. It's about time that we do better. If we are in an intersectional group of people, if it does not help us, then we shouldn't be supporting it, because we don't have the resources and the time to be supporting people and bolstering their numbers for their needs while our needs are not being met. And to each his own. Abortion should not be used as birth control. It shouldn't be used as birth control, and I'm not even gonna judge women that do, because it's not my place and it's not my business. But I do feel like when it comes on to stuff like rape, and you conceive a child that you like forcibly, that right there, and you're gonna be forced to actually keep that child, that right there is something in itself to think about. Taylor said crime rate is about to get real high. Comfort Castle said, once again, men are trying to control women. Yes, and it's crazy. Purple Royal said, I didn't know either. I'm thinking you're talking about the whole Plan B thing. Yes, if you're over 140 or 150 pounds, Plan B do not work for you. So, yeah. Inga Baby 51 said that counts out a lot of black women. Yes, and I feel like a lot of black women is sitting this protest out because we actually know the power of our voices. We know the power that we have now, and I feel like more women are becoming way more present when it comes on to social stuff and injustices. And let that, I'm going to transition that into the whole Toby case because we're at almost 30 minutes. So Toby is the African guy that was with the OnlyFans girl, and allegedly she stabbed him up in their apartment in Miami due to some argument that they have. Toby's family came out and said they're looking for black people to support their fight in getting justice because the girl is out on bail. She's not charged for anything. She's living her very best life like she didn't murder a black man. And at first, a lot of black women, especially, was like outspoken about it that she should have been locked up and she should have still been in jail. And then they started doing some digging and they went on his Twitter page and he had a lot to say, like a lot of disparaging things about black women and stereotypes and just the whole shebang of a self-hating girl. But that's neither here nor there. When it comes on to black women and using our voices and giving support, I think we truly understand now the power we hold. Because as you guys can see, you don't see nothing about his case in the media at all. And I'm laughing because I think I'm not even going to say black men, I think some black men don't know that whatever you do in life is going to come back to you, whether it's in life and or in death. And with Toby's case, his karma is coming back to him in death because he had so many bad things to say about black women while he was alive that now that he died, someone took his life, these are the same people that he's going to need to actually get him justice, and these black women are refusing to help him. And this says a lot. And I don't have a problem with him having a preference. And I think that's the point that a lot of black women are trying to get across. I think men feel like, whether that be black or white men, feel like women are not supporting him because he has a preference of a white woman. No one cares what your preference is. As long as you have your preference, you like what you like, you live your life. But at the same time, don't stereotype black women. Don't degrade or belittle black women in order to make the person you're with feel good about themselves or feel like they're better than a black woman in any shape, way, or form. And I feel I quite honestly can only imagine the stuff that he said to her about black women, because the stuff that he said on Twitter is just so out of this world and stereotypical. I can only imagine all the stuff that he said while he was with her about black women and to his friends. So it doesn't have anything to do with your preference. We're just saying have your preference, keep your preference, but don't try to belittle us or talk negative about us. And then now when something happens, these same black women you need help and support from. These are the same black women that you were calling loud, you were calling obnoxious, and we disrespect ourselves on TV and saying all sort of stuff. You know the whole stereotype. We're angry and black, basically. But now that you have died, you need these same loud, angry, and black women to actually help you to get justice. And I think what a lot of men don't understand, I'm not going to even say a lot of men, what some men don't understand is you can pick and choose when and where and how a black woman expresses herself. You can pick when you want a black woman to be loud, because now he wants black women to help him and be loud and be obnoxious and actually get him justice. But these are the same loud black women you were looking down upon when you were alive and talking BS about. So you can't have it both ways. You either appreciate black women for being loud, opinionated, and having a lot to say now when you're alive, or just don't say anything and don't expect any support, love, or anything from them, whether that's in life or in death. Because the way that the world is running now, we're holding everybody accountable, whether that be in life or in death. And in Toby's case, he's being held accountable for all the stuff that he said about black women in death. And he's being held in death at a time, held accountable in death at a time when he needs the support more than ever before. So black women, I feel like, are understanding the power that we hold as far as our voice is concerned and what we support and what we push out there as far as in the media and who gets justice and who doesn't. I think we are finally understanding the strength and power we have. And I feel like this is not only where social justice is concerned, I feel like this is also where socioeconomic is concerned. Because if you guys know, black women are one of the group of people that open the most businesses per year. They're the leading number of entrepreneurs in the United States. So I'm feeling like, yeah, we understand it socially now, but when it comes on to economy, we're definitely understanding it more. And I find that the black woman, especially the black woman that I follow on social media, they're just a whole different level when it comes on to our power, what we support, what we don't, what we stand for, and what we won't stand for. And I think this is a far cry from where we were a few years ago. And I also find that black women are definitely supporting black businesses more, because I had no clue, and I just learned this 2 weeks ago, that Pretty Little Thing, if you is run by a black man. No idea. I've bought so many clothing pieces from Pretty Little Thing, and I never in my life knew that it was funded. It's a whole business by a black man. And I see that a lot of people had a lot to say when the white guy that owns Fashion Nova bought this whole $25 million house in Los Angeles, and there is another black guy just as rich as him that black women support. But they wanted to drag black women for supporting Fashion Nova when black women equally supports a business like Pretty Little Thing that is run by a black man. And I actually didn't know that Fashion Nova was run by a white man until a few years ago when Jay Nice had her boutique up and running, and she was saying that Fashion Nova was stealing her designs and stuff. So, but I haven't bought from Fashion Nova in years. But the fact that people thought it was okay to take rip black women apart because we support Fashion Nova, and not knowing that there's just a black man just as rich as him, if not richer than him, that black women support, is kind of funny to me and ironic, because we live in a world where black women have to be held accountable for every single thing. Okay, we need to be responsible, we need to be held accountable, we're the bigger person, we should do this and we should do that. But as soon as a black woman makes a mistake, we are judged more harshly, we're critiqued more harshly. We do not get grace in this society at all. At all. So as far as Toby Case is concerned, and I'm not speaking for all black women, because I know a lot of black women feels like we should have been protesting and we should have brought a lot more attention to it because he was killed by a white woman. But honestly, I can say cold-heartedly that I honestly wish his family nothing but the best. I hope they get justice, but I won't be one of those women that he claimed was loud, opinionated, and always disrespecting ourselves. That's going to help him get justice. Sorry, not sorry at all. He's gonna have to get justice from his preference. The woman that he thought wasn't loud and wasn't opinionated, and they're just so cool, calm, and collective. He can help get justice from them, really. And that goes to show, like, has anybody heard anything about his case recently? Nah. That shows the power that black women hold in this society, really. And let's see what some of these comments are saying. Delilah said, I'm too busy twerking to help him. He needs to get help from the people that were cool, calm, and collective, and that's not opinionated and loud and obnoxious. Hopefully their demeanor can get him some justice, because we're just too loud and obnoxious for him. So, Comfort Castle say his preferences can protest for his justice, and that's exactly how I feel. They definitely can help him, because black women are taking a stand and we're sitting that one out. Inga Baby 51 said what he should have been doing is getting his life insurance in order instead of talking bad about black women. They be worried about the wrong things, okay? The absolute wrong things. And the time and energy that they spend belittling black women. If they give black women the same grace that they expect, their life would be way more easier, because as far as black women and black men are concerned, we roll in the same boat. We've been through the same things, whether it's all the way back from slavery until now. We're still an intersectional set or group of people. So give give black women the same grace that you expect as a black man, and leave it at that, because the stereotypes are getting old and played out, and people are seeing through it. Like, we're seeing through the BS. Imani said, unfortunately, he was mind controlled due to the racist behavior we are in, and hell, he fell for, enacted it, and died because of it. I do hope that he reaped for what he did not know. Yeah. Delilah said, no life insurance, but worrying about what black women are doing. Sad. Vicky Victory say, hey Shakira, hi Vicky. Michelle Howell says, hi there, wifey. Got your notification for the first time. Thank you for actually putting on your post notifications. A lot of people don't do that. In your baby said, Delilah, isn't that something? Fallen Karen said, hello Shakira. It has been a while. Miss you, and it's good to see you. Miss you guys too. And Miss Nia said, Shakira, hi. And Vicky Victory says, count me out too. Inga Baby 51, Shakira's fear, as a group of black people don't get any grace in this world. No, we don't. And the more I see black men, whether that be on social media or in any facets of life, like belittling or demeaning or just prolonging negativity as far as black women are concerned, I'm just always giving them the side eye, because we as a set of people do not get grace. We don't get any. And in order for us to live cohesively, we need to give each other grace. Miss Nia said, looking good, mama. Thank you. Kay Duncan said, you look, I think he's trying to say you look like Rihanna with that hairstyle. Good topic. If I had $1, really, for every time someone has told me that I look like Rihanna, whether that be in person or on social media, I truly would be rich. So I'm going to take it as a compliment, because I love Riri and we're both Caribbean women. Vicky Victoria said, black woman rule. I think we are just now, like, at the like a little bit understanding the power we hold. So I think it's a great start. Janelle Clark said, I agree with you 100% on Toby's case. You don't get to pick and choose how black women express themselves. So that's his loss, really, because now he need those black bodies and those black voices, and they're not in support of him. May he RIP, but I'm busy. And I think that's the whole consensus as far as his case is concerned. I wish him all the best. I wish he rest in peace, but I'm too busy dealing with other stuff to be worried about his case and what he has going on and what his family is saying. I think his family put out a statement that they don't believe in what he said on social media, and he never said anything like that around him, but I find it very hard to believe, because a lot of times if you're saying those things on social media, I feel like you're gonna be more comfortable saying it around family members and people that you feel comfortable with. So They're trying their best to save face and get justice for him. And I can't wrong them, because if I was in their position, I would definitely try to do the same. And Delilah said the white women are too busy protesting about Roe versus Wade. Yeah, they're busy now. They have their hands full on this one. Um, it's the first time in my lifetime I actually seen white women actually mobilizing for a cause. Like really. And I know they support, like there was a lot of white people that supported Black Lives Matter and stuff like that, but it's the first time I've actually seen palm colored people, white women especially, actually get up, mobilize, and said they're going to try to change something. It's the first time. And the funny part about Roe versus Wade is a lot of these Republican states that are going to ban abortions outright, a lot of white women elected these officials. Like, y'all elected these white men thinking that they would look out for y'all best interest, but now they're throwing you guys underneath the bus. Baby, eh. Sorry, I'm here biting off my finger. But figure it out. Inga baby said he can't catch a break. His brother said he was disappointed that black women in particular kept their distance. He released a statement, Janelle Clark. Yeah, I'm sure they're disappointed, but aren't they disappointed in all the things, the disparaging things that he had to say about black women? Like, you can't pick and choose. What else did I have on here to talk about? Because we're at almost 50 minutes. So I think we have like 10 minutes, even less than that. Politicians are a mess no matter what country, what state. Some just do it better than others. And I have to agree. They are. That they are. Yeah, it's a lawful law. Here in 518, they don't speak to you unless you're walking a dog. No, you want my vote. Unless she said, unless you're walking a dog. Ah, that's funny and sad in the same breath, because a lot of these palm colored people, they would rather animals have rights over people like you and me, but that's neither here nor there. That's a whole topic for a whole another day. Okay, a whole another day. What else we did? I don't remember what else we did have else fine have we talked about. Oh, Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle, and then the Met Gala. So I'm gonna wrap up this video with something on a more lighter note than what we've been talking about. So this man attacked Dave Chappelle recently, and that man came out looking like he had two left hands. People are weird. Let me just say that off rip. People are weird. People are weird. And when you're in the public eye, like, I can't help but to understand why people in the public eye are paranoid because of stuff like this. This man is performing his comedy special and he run up on stage. crazy. And they also said that this man did a song about Dave Chappelle 2 years ago. People are weird. Okay? People are weird. And he definitely got what he deserved. They look like they beat him to a pulp. And he got what he deserved. Be careful of the energy you're giving to people, especially people that are minding their business and don't have anything to do with you. Like, let people be. Janelle Clark said, every time you say palm colored people, I laugh so hard. I, I think I think it's the woman, especially the black woman, um, that I follow use that terminology. So I think I picked it up unconsciously. Unconsciously, it's not safe at these comedy shows anymore. I know it's not. Fallon Juncker, I guess he likes it like that. He made his bed, he lie in it, and it's his choice. Yes. You make my mother used to always say, make your bed, you have to lay down in a hit. I'll let bed bug in there and they bite you up. You have to lay in there and take it all. Yes, people are definitely weird, Miss. Yes. Judge Shelley, yes, they are. And then Miss Nia said, people are definitely displaying a bunch of psychopath behaviors now. People are dying left and right. And it's just crazy out here. I think the pandemic affected a lot of people, whether that be emotionally, mentally, physically. It affected a lot of people. And I just seen a news article that says like 11.5 million people in the US quit their jobs last week. I was like, what? And they're saying they quit their job because they're in job fields where they can still stay at home like they've been doing during the pandemic, but these jobs are requiring them to go into the office. So instead of going into the office, they quit their job. 11.5 million people. I guess this is why they're doing the whole Roe versus Wade, because they need some people to work. They need some more working class people, because people are trying to be entrepreneurs. People are trying to run their own business. People are trying their best to have like multiple streams of income, and they're doing what they need to do. Okay, to set up themselves and their family members without actually having to be in a 9 to 5 setting 365 days a year and don't get any time off. So I guess that's why they're doing what they're doing. They need some people out here to work. Delilah said, Google tried that and only half the people showed up. I can bet. I can bet. They actually need to really address all the stuff that children were able to go to school online. People were able to work and stay with their family while doing it online. They need to address that. Why are you requiring these people to go in an office when they can do their jobs at their house? And they did it efficiently and they did a good job doing it while the pandemic was happening. It's just crazy to me. Miss Nia said, yes, you're absolutely right. It's so many jobs in North Carolina. I'm just about to get a hobby job because I just don't have nothing to do. And even just because they're hiring everywhere. And yes, even here where I'm living, they're hiring everywhere too. Delilah said it's about control and micromanaging. And yes, that's a big part of it. A very big part. Inga Baby 51 said, wow, that's a lot of people. It is definitely a lot of people. We have about 5 minutes. So let's talk about some of these Met Gala looks. Let's see if I can actually share my screen and go on Google and share it so you guys can see it. So let's talk about some of these looks. Let's leave this live on a lighter note because everything we've been talking about have been pretty heavy. So I think this is Kylie's Jenner Met Gala outfit. And quite honestly, this she didn't understand the assignment to me personally. Beyonce, excuse me, I am going through the side effects of having COVID, so I'm always coughing. My throat is dry. I feel like she didn't understand the assignment. Beyonce actually wore a similar dress to this, and she killed it. So the fact that Kylie Jenner wore a similar dress, and this is what it's given. It's given. Travis is not really marrying me, so I'm gonna have my wedding dress at the Met Gala vibes with a cat, with not a cat, a hat slipped to the back and a veil. Really, that's what it's given for me personally. Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj killed it for me. Okay. I love her outfit. I felt like she had one of the best outfit, especially the theme. It was on trend with the theme. I seen a lot of people talking about her boobs looking deflated. This lady just had a child. I think Papa Bear is about a year old, if that. So leave this woman boobs alone. She looked it amazing. And as far as the theme is concerned, it goes. Then Lori Harvey, amazing. The abs. She said it's Pilates that gave her these abs. I don't think so, boo, but whatever you want to tell these people. She looked it really, really good. She looked it amazing. And then let's go to the infamous Kardashian. uh I've seen a tight, long, shiny dress on Kim like 5 million kajillion times. And they're saying that the dress that she had on, she only had it on to walk up the stairs at the Met Gala, the original dress, because this dress was worn by Marilyn Monroe. They only let her wear it up the red carpet stairs, and then she had to change into a replica. I love how like Kim is morphing into the true palm color queen she is. She got the blonde hair, she reduced her butt and her body, her hips isn't as wide. She just looked like a true palm colored queen that she is since she's been dating this palm colored man right here. And it's just giving palm realness. But the dress isn't a showstopper for me personally. It's okay. I feel like Blake Lively did a good job. The only thing I don't like about her dress is she wore a similar dress last year to the Met Gala. So I'm just like, we've seen it already. It's pretty much the same dress. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what Gwen was thinking with this one. Gwen Stefani. It's not given at all. Let's see. Let me show you guys some of my fave because I'm talking about all the bad ones. Alicia Keys looked amazing. She looked gorgeous and she was on theme. She was definitely on theme for the Met Gala. She looked amazing. Okay. And then Janelle Monáe. Janelle is giving African goddess. She killed this look, okay? She killed this look. She ate all the girls up on this red carpet, okay? I didn't like her look that she did last year, but this one right here, mm, mm, mm. She's giving body, she's giving I'm covered up, but I'm still giving sexy. Okay, she looked amazing, and that red lip is giving what it's supposed to give. Who else was on the carpet that I liked? I don't even see Tiana Taylor. Tiana Taylor, where is her? Where is her? Where is her? Hers. So she right here, this beautiful girl. I don't remember her name. I think she's from England, and she is the girl that acted in Queen and Slim, and she looked it amazing. But I was gonna say something, but I'm not. I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna let her have her moment. Um, Let me look for, because they're not showing the outfits that I want you guys to see. Tiana Taylor is just perfection. This girl is no inch of her body is showing, and she killed it. She absolutely killed it. Let's talk about this Jamaican queen right here. Winnie Harlow, I loved her outfit. It was definitely on theme too. Also, the Tiana Taylor was on trend. Let me put both of them up here. Tiana Taylor and Winnie Harlow, they ate it up. They definitely look good. I will say, let's see, Chloe Bailey. Let me try find an outfit with her, because and I hated Lizzo's outfit. I feel like it wasn't giving what it's supposed to give. The mouthpiece that they had on Chloe looked like the mouthpiece that they gave slaves back in the day. So I wasn't really feeling Chloe's outfit. Also, I wasn't feeling Cardi's outfit either. That was from last year. This is her outfit for the Met Gala. This thing right here that's on her neck, this necklace, she had a piece that went into her mouth. And it looked like, so you know, when there were Muslim slaves back in those times, that's what it looked like to me. I was not here for it at all. I don't know who told her that. I don't know. I don't even know who dressed her. And then Cardi's outfit. Let me pull Cardi one up. I think she's the last one, and I'm gonna end this live. I rather Chloe out, outfit from last year with her sister. And this was from 2021. Cardi killed it with this look. Okay, she killed it. But this is not the look. She wore Versace to the Met Gala. So yeah, she definitely wore Versace. This is what Cardi looked like. She's a beautiful woman. I can't complain. She's a black queen. But this, I'm expecting more from Cardi, especially when she showed up in that outfit from last year. She was given goddess. This, I'm not feeling. I'm not feeling it at all. I'm sorry, Cardi, but it's not giving. And I think that's the last one I'm gonna do. Let me stop sharing my screen and go back here. But those are my favorite looks from the Gala. Let me run through some of these comments and end this live on a good note. Delilah said, "We're Beyonce." If you pull up Kylie Jenner outfit that she wore to the Met Gala and also put Beyonce's name in there, I think Google will show you a dress that Beyonce wore, and it was very similar. I think it's from the same designer to what Kylie Jenner wore. She didn't. Beyonce actually didn't go to the Met Gala this year. but Beyonce killed the look. So for Kylie to wear something similar, it's not giving what it's supposed to give. Beyonce already killed the look. So Clark said Gwen was giving tennis ball. I mean, I don't know what Gwen did I give, but it's something. Um, yes, dogs are giving more, right? Yes, very much so. Miss Nia say I just love Tiana Taylor and Alicia Keys. Both of them were fully covered and fully dressed, and they looked so good. They looked amazing. Fallon Currigan, thank you for your donation. Delilah said it looks weird. Cardi B is now on Instagram talking about she sees ghosts and spirits. Cardi B is now on Instagram talking about she sees ghosts and spirits around all the time and she is scared. I I wouldn't think that's something to be scared of, really, especially if it's ghosts and spirits of people that you know. But if it's ghosts and spirits of people that you don't know, then that would be a cause for concern. The last year outfit for Cardi was amazing. I don't know. I don't know what happened to this Versace look. And I know a lot of people are gonna say it's Versace, so it looks nice, but I didn't like it. I prefer her outfit from last year. Marlene said, welcome back. Thank you. Um Michelle Howell said quitting means that the pay is no good. That too, because a new study came out and they showed what minimum wage was for each state and how much a one bedroom, one bathroom costs. And you cannot pay for a one bedroom, one bathroom apartment on minimum wage on none of the states in America now in 2022. That's a lot. Inflation and this whole pandemic is crazy. And this is also another reason why a lot of people are going through it because they can't afford the luxuries that they normally used to be able to afford before all this inflation and this pandemic and everything raising. You hear you? You know, see, then they ban abortion, so then nobody can really do that. They're doing the whole abortion thing, so people are not doing that. They're trying to be more safe, babe. Alright, so anyways, I'm currently looking for an apartment, one bedroom, and it's 1,200 and up. It's crazy out here. Google is all percentage of rent went up by 20 to 30%. And this is another thing. There needs to be legislation on how much of an increase they can increase your rent in every state because that is crazy. How many years ago I had the apartment, babe? I'm losing track. On Babcock Street. No, on Babcock Street.
Like 5, 4, 5.
No, babe. We've been together 7 years.
Yes.
I had the apartment when we first got together.
That's what I'm saying. Like 5, 6 years.
So 6 years ago, when I had my first apartment, how much was it? How much was it again?
Like 750.
It was 750, and today
it was a luxury apartment.
And it was a luxury apartment.
Yeah, swimming pool,
gated security, all that. And now it's $1,500 for that same apartment.
You see all of that? How much people moving this way?
Babe says
I don't know why.
because all the up north people is moving this way. I think he has a point.
That's why they raise on rent. A lot of people coming down this way.
But the rent is raised up there too, so they are running.
Man, they can stay with all that.
Lots of lemon juice in your water will flush your throat. Yes, definitely. Food is expensive. Yes, it is. That it is. Delilah, my first apartment rent was 550. I am I don't know how people are doing it because everything is raised. Yeah, tell bro that's what happened. All the people from the north working from home came to the south and now they made inflation. Laugh out loud. Judge Shelley said my rent is 13. Damn. Damn. That's high. I think our old house that we used to live in, I think that's like $2,000 now. Crazy. So with that being said, I know my baby's about to wake up soon. So I'm gonna end this live. I'll see you guys next week because I'm definitely trying to be more consistent, like how I was before I got COVID in going live. So I'll see y'all next week. Comment some topics that you guys would like to for me to talk about next week. Until then, I will see y'all soon. Deuces. Somebody's asking if Kim butt is real. No, her butt isn't real. She went and had a reduction, which is what I was trying to bring across if you guys didn't get the joke. But deuces.